Ran so far with Blake.
Anyways, like I was telling you, people on the internet keep saying that Diddy is a freak, which feels like a little, like, I don't know, cutesy for a serial rapist, you know? Like, calling Diddy a freak is like calling Dahmer a foodie.
Yeah, that's funny, dude. That is fucking funny, man. And that's why you're the best. Welcome back to Ran So Far with Blake. You know who you got.
And you know who you want.
Oh, wow.
Me, baby. Me. You want the fucking angry mailman. You want the fucking bad boy. Yeah. The cute guy at the mail office, dude. The guy who didn't make a grill. The guy...
Don't bring him up.
The motherfucker...
Don't bring him
that
up.
doesn't check his fit.
Don't bring him up.
The bad one.
You're the bad mailman?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's actually
the one that dogs like.
Oh, dogs like you.
Dogs like this mailman, dude. Yeah,
you get attacked by cats.
Yeah, dogs like me and women fear me.
Dogs lick me, women fear me. Blake the mailman.
Dude, that should be a hat.
Dogs love me, women fear me. Man, I've been... Speaking of putting women in fear. Diddy's in the news. No. Man, I've been going on walks every day. Yeah. I've been averaging about 4 miles every day. And no big deal. Yeah.
Oh, you sound like you'd be perfect.
Mailman?
Yeah.
Mail person, mail carrier.
I would be
my mailman.
Could you imagine if they put us together?
That'd be awesome. I'd ride you the whole way. We put you in a saddle, and I'd be like, "This is my little sexy mailman, my little ride." No, I wouldn't. We walk together, and we would probably get thrown off the force pretty quickly.
The force. We'd have to turn in our mailbags.
We'd have to turn in our mailbags and our little shorts because of the things we said at Mrs. McGillicuddy's front door or whatever. Because
Irish need not apply.
Well, because it's because Rand took a shit in an envelope and gave it to a kid or something. I get in big trouble. I've been going on these walks and I wanted to switch it up because I usually go around my neighborhood. The good thing, I kind of live in a bad neighborhood. Which is, it's all subjective, but my neighborhood is objectively a bad neighborhood. The top of my street has become something of legend. I mean, I told you the other day I was just walking to go get a coffee, and I literally walked through. I thought they were smoking a cigarette, these people up at the top of the street, and I was going across the street, and I walked through the cloud, and I was like, that is not a cig. And I looked over, and the man was ripping a crack pipe. Okay?
Yeah, crack cocaine.
So
Sweet and Tinny.
Excuse me?
Sweet and Tinny.
Tinny?
Yeah, that's what it smells like.
Tin?
Tinny.
Tin is metal. It doesn't have a smell.
It does have it's got a little smell. Sweet and Tinny.
Sweet and Tinny. Okay, so yeah, I walked through some Sweet and Tinny, and then I just was like, kind of like, every night I come back from the club, I don't want to sound crazy when I say this, but it's like, everybody that's hanging out at the top of the street, it's like, fine, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, I live in a city. People live there. I don't give a fuck if you're at the top of my street. That's, whatever. You live here too. I don't give a shit. But it's when there's crack near children and the school bus is there and there's literally a guy. There was a guy laying on the sidewalk going, ah, 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 ah. It scared me. It was like an alarm. He was holding his heart. And I went, is that dude all right? And somebody went, he's fine. He does that. I was like, I pointed. I didn't say, is he all right? I went like this. And they're like, he does that. He's crazy. That was what they said. He's crazy. Whatever, he does that. There's kids getting off the school bus. I walk early. People smoking crack at 8 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it is fucking wild out there. And there's just prostitutes. And it's like, I just saw a cop on a back street. And let me tell you something. I don't like the police.
Yeah.
I know we make a lot of jokes. I don't make it a point to talk to cops. And the way he acted, He was driving and I was walking, and he had his window down. He goes, "How you doing?" Like, kind of like, everything's fine. And I said, "They're smoking crack up there. What do you mean?" And he goes, "Are they?" And I went, "Are they?" And I just shook my head and kept walking down the sidewalk. I mean, I was just incensed. Are they? Yeah, motherfucker. You know, I'm about to get a banner and hang it off the light post that says, "Smoking crack and being a prostitute is legal on this block. Care of the Cincinnati Police Department." That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to hang it up and I'm going to make the news for the wrong reasons. Because you know what's going to be hanging right next to it? Me. Naked.
I'm just glad you're in a good mood.
I'm not. That's a lie, man. I'm lying. I'm in an awful mood. I've had a terrible day. This was the only thing I wanted to do. I was accosted by him. And I was turned on by you.
Yeah, thank you.
No, not turned on like sexually. You turned on me.
I turned you on, yeah.
No, you turned on me. Not you turned me on.
Yeah, I turned you around and did my things.
No, you didn't do your things. You turned on me because he was sitting on your lap. If you want to see that, get in the Patreon. Or don't. Who cares? We're never going to make a fucking dime off this fucking thing. And we're going to die penniless like Mozart.
Yeah, but Mozart's like, that's like pretty cool.
Is it? He was buried in a mass grave, Blake. Is it cool? Nobody to remember him.
I mean, everybody knows him.
When you're right, you're right. Hey, when I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. Like trying to change the cast or like Mozart being known.
How did I turn on you? I didn't turn on you.
Yeah, it was in your eyes.
What do you mean?
It was in your eyes the way you turned on me.
There's nothing in my eyes, and you know that. They're dead. They're lifeless. Look at these fucking browns.
Your eyes aren't lifeless. Does everybody in here have brown eyes? Wait until that's a problem.
That's scary. They just look black.
Ew, Blake, stop. You're acting like spooky season for real. Are you about to pass out? Why is he sexually crawling at the camera?
Spooky season. Spooky season!
Yay.
Dude, you know what I watched yesterday?
What? Let me guess. Can I guess?
Mm-hmm.
How to quit having a heart attack at home.
Yeah,
YouTube
it was like a
compilation?
YouTube compilation of taking Bayer. People taking Bayer. That's what it was. Bayer medication. They just pop it. They go, "Wow, it stopped my heart attack."
And because of the way he spoke to me, I'm not taking him home.
You're taking him home because I'm not taking him home.
No, I'm not. Well, then, okay, I'll take you home, but I don't want you talking to me the whole way. You hear?
I can take the bus.
No.
It's fine.
No, I do want to take you home, but
Oh, no,
I talk to
that
you.
ride
Listen,
home's gonna be bad.
it's going to be crazy. I'm going to drive so fucked up. I might drink tonight before we go.
I think the Kimsters got some drinks back there.
Well, maybe I'll party with the Kimster until like the wee hours, and then I'll take you home.
Yeah, let's watch the Bengals again.
Let's do cocaine. I've never done it.
It's not.
Let's do something fucking crazy tonight.
Like what?
Let's break into a place. I don't think you're allowed to say that on a podcast. I'm kidding.
I think we kind of do that every week.
Oh, yeah, we're not.
We're kind of not allowed to be.
That's true. We're not allowed to be. Were you damn son that? Because people really will think that you're serious on these dumb things, man. Actually, who cares?
Yeah, self-censorship is destroying content. I think if the braver you guys are, the less we censor, the higher we'll fly. You're basically being the Chinese to yourself at that point, you know?
Wow. I didn't think about that. I am basically being the Chinese to myself. And that's you know what? And not to censor myself here.
I mean,
Nothing. Hey, don't damn son a thing. Let that weird silence hang there, because I feel like the listener, a certain type of listener of this particular podcast, will fill in the blanks, and they are screaming in their cars right now. They're trying to will something into our minds that we're not going to say. Maybe that's not self-censorship. Maybe that's Like the end of Chainsaw Massacre. You kind of just don't know what happens.
Well, he just kind of freaks out. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
that
you don't
girl
know what
gets away.
happens.
She gets away.
Yeah,
He
but
freaks.
it's your own interpretation. You don't see something happen, and you
Yeah,
kinda-
they don't go. Years later, Leatherface was a drag queen, which he was in Chainsaw 2, put on a lot of makeup.
Wait, what do you mean? He was a drag queen?
I mean, it was like heavily implied that he was like, cutting up the faces and then putting them on, and then he would put on like wigs and he would like draw like makeup on them and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Texas Chainsaw Massacre really, it's like Leatherface and Jason. I mean, spooky season talk alert. Leatherface and Jason really lost the plot for. So did Michael Myers. Didn't they make him like the brother of the devil or something at some point? Or he was like unkillable. He's like immortal. They
yeah.
like cut his head off, and like 2 movies later, he's like, "That was a fake head." I don't know, or whatever.
No, I
the
mean,
fuck.
yeah, he's like, he's like unkillable. I would say. I mean, so is Jason, but Jason's like a zombie.
Yeah, but you just do the Michael Myers thing the way they did it in the first movie. You shoot him and he falls off the balcony, and there's this mystery like did she hit him? You just always convolute it, like make the joke about like, oh my gosh, are they ever gonna show this motherfucker getting hurt? Over being like, does nothing kill it? I mean, it's easier to explain that he's lucky more than he is unkillable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
And that's the end of my fucking rant, and that's the last time I do this podcast.
I
Take
think,
it away, Blake.
I think Jason is whatever. I think Jason's kind of mid. I think Leatherface in that first one, it's a fucking scary movie. The
Yes.
first time you watch it,
Yeah.
you're like, God, this is like kind of horrific.
The first one's scary.
You're like,
Oh God, wet.
I know, wet mouth.
No, that was a wet neck. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, I got the opposite of whatever Steven's got, but
He's got dry neck.
yeah, I mean that first scene of him hitting. Well, first of all, the car scene where that guy cuts himself is fucking crazy.
I forget that.
Well, they pick up 2 of the people in the house, and they're like, "Oh, we'll drive you back to your house."
Oh,
and
that's-
then the guy, he just like starts cutting himself in the car. It's wild.
That's fucked up.
and then the grandpa upstairs, and they try to make him kill one of the people, and
But he's too old.
he's too old. Yeah, he can't. hold
Yeah,
the fucking,
dude, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is fucking crazy.
It's a fucked up movie, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like Friday the 13th never did it for me.
Me
Halloween,
either.
Halloween's fine.
You know
the
what?
First 2 are great.
I never saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Or I mean, Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it's
I never
okay.
saw Jason.
They're all mid.
And I never saw Freddy either.
Oh, Freddy rocks.
I was a Halloween guy.
Freddy's awesome.
I like Michael Myers because he was a little bit. The first Halloween is scary.
yeah,
but
and
it-
the second one's good too.
Yeah, the second
This
one
immediately follows the picks up right where the last one left off.
The second one's good too. I like the second one. Yeah. But I just don't. I don't understand the. I don't understand the Freddy shit. Dreams. I mean, it's like
I mean, he's like he's a demon.
he's a dreaming.
He's a dream demon.
A dream demon. But I don't understand the Freddy shit. I didn't really watch that. Scarier was like Alien, dude.
Alien's scary, but
When I was a kid, it was scary.
Freddy's fucking horrifying. That first Nightmare on Elm Street, you can't go to sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like really not that scary now. I have sleep apnea. That shit'll kill me in my sleep way before Frederick. But
Hey, you know what my Freddy Krueger is? My power outage.
Jason's not scary because that's not the worst thing that can happen to you at camp.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Or not at camp.
Or not at camp, yeah. Or at your grandma's house when you're 10.
Or if you're cute and 10 and at your grandma's house. And you won't share your oatmeal cream pie.
Yeah, Halloween. I mean, that guy kills his sister.
Uh-oh.
Relate.
Uh-oh.
Maybe,
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Halloween's pretty close
We
to
got a regular Michael Myers on our hands over here.
Halloween's pretty close to Thanksgiving. Maybe you just want to see that bitch.
That is true. Isn't Friday the 13th it's Jason's mama?
Yeah, she's the one like telling him, Jason, you can. He just listens to his mommy.
Yeah. Yeah. I listen to my mommy too. I don't care about that. I don't care about Jason. Creatures are much scarier to me.
Yeah, I think
The Thing,
The thing is actually pretty scary. 'Cause
penis wise.
it could be anything.
Yeah, and if they redid The Thing with like,
They did a prequel to it. It was actually pretty good.
oh yeah, it was in like 2012 or something.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. I keep not watching that.
It's great.
I want
It
to
leaves off right where the first one starts.
Oh, with the
And those fucking like
the
Russian
Norwegians?
or the Norwegians are like telling them don't the dog and
because the dog has it.
yeah because you don't know what they're saying.
But the dog didn't pass it because that dog didn't die.
That dog is the one that passed it. It got into the thing. It got into the thing and it gave it to all those guys.
Yeah, but it did. But the dog didn't die.
the dog died like 20 minutes in.
The dog they're shooting at from the helicopter?
Yes, that dog ended up killing.
No, remember he sits in the kennel, and then all the
Yeah, and then
other
he
dogs start freaking out, and he doesn't move.
Yeah, and he turns into that fucking the thing. He starts mutating to try to imitate something else. That's the whole, I just watched it like 2 weeks ago because Stacy had never seen it, and we're doing a little horror movie marathon thing. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, but you're not even. It's not even October, Blake. Relax.
No, I don't want to relax. I like it.
Beans, are you gonna watch any horror movies this October? He's gonna shake his head. You are?
What movies are you gonna watch?
Beetlejuice.
Never seen Beetlejuice.
Really?
I fell asleep. I tried to watch
Oh
it.
yeah, that's true.
Tried to watch it in LA,
told
and
me
I
that.
fell right asleep.
You're gonna probably watch like Leslie Nielsen's Dracula or something.
What is that one called?
Dracula, Men in Tights.
No, it's like Dracula. It's like
You'll probably watch the Eddie Murphy Dracula.
Vampire in Brooklyn.
Yeah, Vampire in
Yeah, that
Brooklyn.
was
Yeah.
good.
What was the Leslie Nielsen?
Dead and Loving It.
Dead and Loving It.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Dead and Loving It.
Never seen it. It's like I used to watch Ernest movies when I was a kid. I never was allowed.
Scared Stupid.
Yeah. Ernest Saves Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I watched Ernest Scared Stupid. Yeah.
Sorry, I sound exactly like Elvis. I would watch Ernest Saves Christmas. Oh. Yeah, and then you know what, man? Looking back on those things, Ernest was a fucking shithead.
Yeah, he would cause a lot of trouble. He went to prison for a little bit.
Ernest Goes to Jail.
Ernest goes to jail, and then he also went to camp.
And he also went to...
And it was a concentration camp. I don't know if you guys remember
he
that
didn't
movie.
go. It wasn't Ernest Goes to the concentration camp.
It
wasn't
was.
Ernest Goes to Dachau. or
He's like,
whatever.
Vern, what are these trains? Ernest goes to Dachau.
Damn it, Vern.
Damn it, Vern.
Why are there more shoes than people?
Are all these shoes free?
Damn it, Vern. They gave him a tattoo under his eye.
Gold teeth.
Yeah.
Ernest goes to a concentration camp is silly and cute and fun, and that's what I like.
It's not cute. It is silly. Because they would... What is going on with the way you're sitting? You're sitting like there's a... He's sick.
I'm not
And he's going to
sick.
try to blame it on me for coughing twice because I had a mustache hair down my throat. But he is sick.
I'm not sick.
We'll see about that. Do you think you can make yourself cry?
Yeah, if I think about the things that have happened to me, it wouldn't be too hard. I almost cried today.
Oh, God.
If I think about the things that have happened to me,
Name your top three.
ooh, three things that make me cry.
Top three things that make you cry. Go ahead.
Oh, my mother hasn't left the house in 3 years. She's slowly dying in the household. This might be just one, but she's slowly dying in a household that she has made her bed, and my father is watching her die as she slowly rots away in a recliner that is plugged into a wall that has a mechanical things so she can get up and out of a chair.
That's good.
It's pretty good.
That's a good one.
It's really good. That's one thing that makes me cry.
Yeah, sometimes you go over to your parents' house and you're like, I'm actually just like inside your coffin right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very expensive
Pretty crazy.
coffin.
One day it'll be mine.
Yeah, one day this coffin will be mine and I will die in a chair.
Except for I get to do it in a much sadder way because I don't have my parent with me.
That's true. And it'll be an electric
And
chair.
because and everybody knows, and I'll be put to death for my crimes. And I'll tell you what, too, Blake, and you know a lot of this about me. Stop jittering. It looks like you're jacking off. Stop jittering. It looks like you're jacking off, and especially when you hold your face like that. Let me tell you this, and this is the other thing about me that's going to make it really sad, is that I don't have anyone in my life. I don't even have a pet. I'm the only heartbeat in my apartment. And I will probably die by being an older man and falling up the stairs. And yes, that's right. I said up.
Wow.
I fell up the stairs not
Isn't that what that Up movie's about?
Yes. It's about an old man that takes a bunch of balloons to the top of a staircase, and at the last step, he trips and he bangs his skull, and his blood and his brain leaks out of his ears. A couple weeks ago, I don't know if I told you this, but I was carrying some laundry up my carpeted stairs. I slipped and I hit this part of my head.
Wow.
On a
Wow.
step. Yeah.
And now you're like
Different.
Yeah, different. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like attracted to children or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually, if you want a little extra content, me and Steven did a solo podcast while we were waiting for Rand, and we were talking about how that's like the greatest fear of all time.
What?
Is having like we were speaking about this, like having a brain tumor, and then all of a sudden you're like attracted to kids.
That happened to somebody.
I know, it's so crazy.
Dude, I listened to a Dateline, and yeah, I'm not going to yes and you. I know I yes anded you, but I'm not going to yes and you when you do stuff like that. But I was listening to a Dateline, and that's how a dude knew his tomb was back.
Yeah.
Is he would be like, I have to go to school when I'm horny or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, that is
That's like such
What did
a-
he say? Biggest fear or biggest dream? What did he say?
He said biggest dream.
Oh, Beans, bad boy. That's not good. You get in big trouble for that, Beans. You know that? Beans? You do know. Okay, thank you. Yeah, no, dude, that is the biggest fear. Or how about those people that get into car wrecks and then they wake up.
And they speak Chinese.
Speaking Chinese might be cool. Then you'd have to move. And I don't think they have the sun over there, do they? Hey. If you guys like the podcast, you're obviously listening. You should get in the Patreon, because the Patreon is crazy. I mean, I do my best, and I upload pretty often, and it's not expensive at all to get me to do that. It's about $3 a month. I mean, and that's just like so crazy that we even give it for that still. You think that's crazy that we give it for $3 still? Dude, it's so stupid. It's like initially when we go to like when you go to Patreon, patreon.com/ransofar463. Initially when you go there and you see it's $3 and there's like 85 things in there. There's literally 3 days worth of the podcast in there, and it's like $3. If I was a person that liked something that I was going to subscribe to give them people $3 for 80 hours of something, I would feel like a fucking asshole. You know? It would feel like when you walk past like a homeless person and it's raining and they're like, excuse me, can you help me? And you walk past them and you go, take the change. That's how that feels. So let's do the Patreon pitch, and hopefully that wasn't recording. Hello, my name's Arth Randall from Ran So Far with Blake. I am going to quit this podcast, but before I do, we're really ripping over there in Patreon. We'd love you to get in the Patreon, patreon.com/RanSoFar463. You can get in there for $3 a month. Okay, wow the Val, you. That gets you a bonus episode every week. And that's about it. And really, when it breaks it down, $3 a month is $1 to Beans, $1 to me, and $1 to Blake in 30 days, which is super disrespectful. So I'll be closing that tier when I get home tonight. Then you can get in there for $10 a month. Will be the only tier from here on out. We want to see who fucking wants it. Okay?
What's happening?
And yeah, you guys might think I'm burning the boats right now.
Yeah, a little bit. Calm down, Rogan.
But listen to this. Well, because they're not allowed to change the podcast, we are basically just doing Joe Rogan. Sitting at
What
a
do you
table
mean?
being like, isn't weed and Chinese people? Hi, welcome to the podcast. My name's Ran. If you like our content and you'd like to see a bonus episode every week, and it's like, why the fuck wouldn't you? You can get in the Patreon at $3 a month, $5 a month, or $10 a month. Or you can do a custom amount for what I think we're worth, which is $300 a month. Now, that's Blake, that he gets some of that. That's Beans, he gets some of that. And that's me, and we split it all evenly. So think about that when you're making your choice. Okay, that's patreon.com, patreon.com // RanSoFar463, getting that Patreon. Okay, cut those other two out.
And you'll also, here's the thing. You'll this month you'll get to see Ran have almost a mental breakdown on the Patreon.
This month? No, this week.
This week.
No, the Patreon comes out every week. Unless some fucking asshole goes, is one coming out this week? And then I go, internally, my obstinance disorder starts kicking up when I hear somebody send a comment.
Hey, just wondering, does the Patreon come out every week?
It does.
It's like, I'm from Ohio. You don't think I know what being passive aggressive is? I'm from fucking Ohio, dude.
It's supposed to. Yeah.
It's supposed to, but sometimes life finds a way. You know what I mean? Goldblum. Sometimes life finds a way. Good Goldblum impression, Rand. Thanks, Beans. He said it under his breath. Sometimes life finds a way, and that's good. But maybe this week I was up to fucking no good. Maybe I was up to good.
What were you doing that was no good? Getting domed?
No.
Getting throned?
No, I don't know what that is.
Getting
pwned. I was getting pwned. People were just making fun of me, and I retreated into my apartment, and I couldn't. People were like, "You can't download the Patreon in an orderly fashion." So I freaked, and I didn't do it. But I did it yesterday, and then I fell asleep at 11 o'clock in the night. I'm just not going to stop doing stuff like that. That's just who I am, okay? And I'm starting to get to a point with this shit here, and I'm being honest. I'm starting to get to a point with this shit here where I'm feeling a little cornered. I'm feeling a little backed into a wall. I'm sitting in this fucking hot room. Nobody wants us here. I feel like nobody likes us. I feel like people talk shit about us. I feel like people don't respect us. I feel like people think we're fucking assholes, you included. I feel like people are calling us poor because we only have $900 to our name. I hear people are saying they're going to leave the Patreon because Beans doesn't rap that well. I hear people saying they're going to leave the Patreon because I never uploaded in time, which, yeah, you miss a week here and there. It's called being a him. I hear people are saying that I do a hair mask once a week and it's looking really good. I hear people saying, you got to drive 10 hours to do a comedy festival here soon. And it's like, what's the point? I hear people are saying, what's the point? And these people are all around my apartment. And these people are me. And you know what, dude? It's just, I've realized something about life. It's not going to stop until it does.
Until you stop it.
You could stop it. But I kind of want to ride it out. Just to see how fucked up it can get. Because let me tell you something. I am living in a world, the only heartbeat in my apartment, and I'm not blaming anybody but myself for that. Okay? I'm kind of unlovable. I'm kind of a little bit of a prickly pear. I get it. But for a while, I kind of lost sight of myself. Okay? I was kind of being a little materialistic in the way I was moving. I was being a little short-sighted. I was being a little pompous. I was being a little bit of a fucking
country. You're being a little country. and I was being a little.
Rock and roll. And is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. And I was being a little bit full of myself in some areas of my life, and I think people thought I was kind of starting to become an asshole. And I did some real shadow work last week, and this could be why I'm in this mood. I was doing some real shadow work last week.
Okay. I'm not laughing at you.
I was doing some.
You're doing some shadow work, yeah.
You're laughing.
I'm laughing. I'm laughing because Beans is laughing, and I like.
Why is he laughing?
When my boy has.
Why
joy.
are you laughing?
Because this Patreon pitch is.
You're doing some shadow work. No, you're doing some shadow work. What did your shadow do?
My shadow was a little prideful, and I had to start checking my fucking pride. And when you start really digging.
You start digging.
He's laughing a lot.
Okay.
He's laughing a lot at me.
Yeah.
I've grown leaps and bounds. My shadow would have fucked you up for that. But I'm different now. Disrespect me. I don't care. Disrespect. No, disrespect me. Everybody can start disrespecting me, as a matter of fact. I'm done with the facade of needing respect from you people.
I respect you. I've never done anything to disrespect you.
Okay. But if people want to disrespect me, go ahead. I don't care. It's more of you holding a mirror up to yourself and your unhappiness when you disrespect me. Because you know what I am? I'm fucking happy.
Seems like it.
I'm a happy man.
It seems like it.
Let me tell you something. I did some fucking shit.
Yeah, you did some shadow work.
I did some shadow work this week and last week, and I really been thinking a lot. That's why I came at you with some new ideas. And once again, I want to apologize for that. That's why I came at you with some new ideas. And once again, I do want to apologize. Throw your whole life into a fucking tailspin because I was like, maybe we should stand up. And you know what? And I take what you said, and I will be damned if I make your life any harder because I love you and I've been doing some shadow work. And I love you more than I love my ideas. I don't know what he's looking at. But I'll tell you what. I realize I need to. I'm moving different now. I need to stop being so materialistic. I need to stop being so keeping up with the Joneses. I need to stop being so why'd this person get that? How come I can't get that? And it's for no reason that I think I'm better than anybody in any way. It's honestly not. It's just like, how the fuck did that person move in that way to get that thing, and I don't know how to move in that way, disingenuously. And I'm not saying I'm the realest motherfucker that ever was born, birthed.
Yeah, because you'd be lying.
I'd be lying.
Because I am.
Well, see, that's that pride shit I'm talking about. Now it seems
It's
like
not pride. I just tell the truth. I was actually doing some shadow work too.
Yeah, and
that
were like,
motherfucker said, "Stop looking at me. You scaring me, motherfucker."
Oh, so you're the shadow.
Yeah, I am my shadow, and I integrated him. We're no longer segregated in my house.
Mouse. Yeah, well, good for you, Blake. I'm glad you, I don't know, swallowed your shadow and became the shadow or whatever. That's pretty cool that you became darkness. I, on the other hand, am fighting on the other side where I'm trying to let some more light in. And you know what? If you get on the Patreon and you give us some money, that grows the light. That's all I'm saying. It helps me be less materialistic. I'll start giving back
To the community.
Yeah.
Planting money trees.
Yeah, planting money trees in my own fucking apartment. I got pots.